shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real weapons being real myself. Might not have to see the glory of the coming to the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. It's time to switch it up, put the hip shit on the shelf. Cause the way the real weapons being real myself. Might not have to see the glory of the coming to the left. I can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for help. Money. Everybody rolled their wealth. Like Kanye West says, having money is not everything, not having it is. Deuteronomy 8:18 says God gives us the ability to create wealth. No, it's the love of money that's the world. You don't like money so much, right? You have to go to work. Yeah, everybody does it about money. I'm just trying to leave a legacy for money. It's not everything, but when you got it, you can do some cool stuff. Now, your host for Talking Money in the Morning, financial health mentor to the working class, Mr. H Cortez.
Good morning, Black world, and welcome to Talking Money in the Morning Live with your main man, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur, where I do my absolute best to bring practical yet proven wealth building strategies to working men and women all over this great nation of ours. It is truly an honor, privilege, and a blessing to come to you live and direct from the Black Wealth Movement Studios here in St. Louis, Missouri. If you are not down with the Black Wealth Movement yet, what is the Black Wealth Movement? See, you guys watched the Black Panther movie this weekend, and you saw what Wakanda is and what it's like to have a city that is built for us and by us. Well, guess what? The Black Wealth Movement has been building Wakanda for the last 3 years. And we need more hands on deck. So you will learn how to be an entrepreneur, learn how to minimize your taxes, learn how to eliminate your debt, learn how to fix your credit, learn how to invest and start building multi-generational wealth so we can start rebuilding our cities. Yeah, we building Wakanda over here, right? So for roughly $50 per month, you can join this movement and we'll show you how this all happens and how it works. And we can help put a ton of money in your pocket. The average person who joins our movement will increase their take-home pay anywhere from $200 to $600. That's the catalyst that we use to start building wealth with right out of the gate. So if you're interested, all you have to do is go to Black Wealth or text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. Again, text Black Wealth Movement to 314-874-6887. I'd love to get you some information about how our whole movement works and why this will be the best $50 monthly investment you will ever make if the name of the game for you is to build multi-generational wealth. Do me a huge favor. If you're checking us out on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you have not already subscribed to the channel. And make sure you rate the show as well. You can give us a thumbs up, or thumbs down. Don't make me know never mind. Just give us something. Right, let us know how we're doing, and don't be afraid to interact with the show. Make sure that you leave me your comments or your observations and interact with the show. Let us know where you're from, what part of the country you're tuning in from. Make sure that you. Let me get this turned down real quick. My monitor is up. Yeah, let us know what part of the country you're tuning in from, and also the name of your brand that you're building. If you're building a brand, let us know the name of your brand and a little bit about your service. Don't put any links in, just a little bit about your service. And I would certainly appreciate it if you do that. And then for you guys on Facebook, do the same thing for me. You guys know the price of admission to Talking Money in the Morning is what? Is a simple share. You know, I pour my heart into these shows each and every morning, and all I ask is that you share this so we can get this message of economic empowerment, community development out to more and more of our brothers and sisters around the globe. So I appreciate if you do that. If you have not already liked the Financial Health Mentor fan page, please like the page and turn on the notifications, man. I promise you won't be disappointed. Every time I go live, I bring value. What's up, Black Knight? I see you on YouTube. Body Babazelle is on YouTube as well. Peace Queen, I see you guys over there. Love it. But go ahead and hit the share button for me on Facebook. And let's get into today's topic. Today's show is also brought to you by the Generational Wealth Building Conference going down in Atlanta, GA, April 6th through 8th. Atlanta, GA, April 6th through 8th. The Generational Wealth Building Conference got things for the babies, got things for the single moms, got things for the whole family. If you're trying to figure out how to build wealth and you just don't know how, then you're going to learn how at the Generational Wealth Building. If you're trying to build wealth and you need a team, you need some partners, you want to help set up or get involved with some conglomerates to help you do that, guess what? That's what this whole thing is about. We're going to do something called edutainment. We're going to have some entertainment there for you, but we're going to be educating you in the midst of all of that entertainment. And you're going to be able to form partnerships with some wonderful, wonderful people who think like you. They are all on the road to building wealth. A lot of them are a little further along than you. Some of them are not so much, not as far as long as you, but you can create these partnerships and start to intermingle and network with people who are doing just that. So the Generational Wealth Building Conference is April 6th through the 8th. And right now you can get the Black History Month special. Well, let me take that back. You can get the We Make Black History Month, because that's what it's all about. It's about making Black history, not just studying Black history, but making Black history. So you can get the We Make Black History Month special, $99 for a weekend pass. And all you got to do is go to wealth.joincorteznow.com to grab your tickets. You'll also be able to grab your tickets a la carte. If you want to just attend a particular session, then you can just buy your tickets for that particular session as well. Wealth.joincorteznow.com. You guys know who this show is for. This show is for risers and grinders only. Those of you who are ready to get up running this morning, this show is for you. This show is for legacy builders, man. If you're about building a legacy for your family, if you like Dame Dash hustle for your last name, this is your show. On the other hand, who is the show not for? It's not for the bump on the law. It's not for the pessimist. It's not for the people who got a problem with money. Like I tell you each and every morning, man, I don't have a problem with you not wanting to be wealthy. I just have a problem with you if you got a problem with me wanting to be wealthy. And we're going to talk about that when we go through today's show context. How many of you guys out there follow Grant Cardon? How many of you guys out there follow Grant Cardon? Today we're talking about the Millionaire Booklet, right? The Millionaire Booklet, how to get super rich, right? See, when I saw that, that was my deal. It was like, how to get super rich. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. See, Grant Cardone is a master sales coach and super rich real estate investor, right? I don't know how many thousands of units he owns, but he's serious about the real estate game, but he's also serious about his sales strategies and teaching people how to be winners when it comes to sales. But if you follow Grant Cardone, he has this little booklet out and it's for free. It's called the Millionaire Booklet, How to Get Super Rich. It's a tiny little book, like 40 pages total, right? But it's a giveaway. So let's break this down first and foremost, because this is how you win online. This little book is a giveaway. Now, you can see it's a high gloss cover, a high resolution image, put together very nicely. So this little booklet costs some money, but he gives this book away, right? See, I study successful people. I study wealthy people. He's giving this book away. Why does he give it away? Because it helps to continue to further his brand. And then at the end of the book, after he tells you how what it's like to get super rich, then he markets to you the Cardone University that you can purchase, right? Yeah, so Personal Economy Coach says he has over 4,000 units that he's renting out, right? So I don't, we're gonna get into the book, but I'm always trying to coach you on how to build wealth, especially if you're trying to build a business online. You're trying to build a business online, you've got to be willing to give first before you get. Everybody put that in the chat. If you're going to make money online, you have to be willing to give first before you get. So in giving this book out, he's got somebody like my attention. Now, I don't have 1 million followers like he does, but some of you guys don't know who Grant Cardone is, but because he's given this book away, I'm now introducing him to my audience, and the people that don't know him will probably likely at least go check out some of his YouTube videos and maybe even go get this book for free, or maybe even go and buy some of his products, right? You got to give first before you can get, right? The other reason that he gives this book away is because I talk about in my book, Monetize My Life. There's 4 ways that you can profit from what you know. And one of the ways that you can profit from what you know is by exposing what you know. So right now, this book, for everybody who don't know him, when you read this book, you'll say, man, Grant Cardone knows how to get super rich. How do I know? Because he is super rich. So he knows how to get super rich. So he's exposing what he knows for free. And when he exposed what he knows for free, you're going to say, here's somebody that I have come to like. Here's somebody that I've come to know. Here's somebody that I've come to trust. He's given me something. He's helped me. And now when he offers something to you for sale, you're likely going to at least take him up on that offer and make a purchase. Go to his page. Somebody saying, where do I get that book? Go to his page, Grant Cardone TV, Grant Cardone University. Go do a search on Grant Cardone, and you'll see he's got a lot of videos out where he's promoting this book, and he's just giving it away. He's trying to give away 1 million copies of these things. See, some of you guys will put something together and you're trying to sell 1 million copies. He's trying to give away 1 million copies because he's trying to get people to know, like, and trust him first. He's exposing what he knows. He wants you to know that, hey, I know my stuff. I know how to get rich. Now, when he sells you a course on how he can help you get rich, you're more likely to buy it based on what he gave you for free. Most of you who are part of the Black Wealth Movement followed me giving you free content for weeks, for months, some of you even for years, and then you decided to buy into the program. So you got to understand that if you expose what you know, you get out in front of a camera and you give, you pour your heart and soul, you pour what you know out into the community, there is something called the law of reciprocity that you can never do that on a consistent basis and not reap a harvest. I want you to know something. You can never commit to blessing somebody on a consistent basis and not reap a harvest. Even though that's the intent, I'm going to give this book away. I'm going to bless a lot of people. I know there's a harvest coming back. I can't stop that law from working in my life. A lot of people say, well, you can't give. You shouldn't give with the intent to get something back. You cannot give without getting something back. I know that's the intent. My heart is pure and wanting to bless people and grow my community in terms of financial literacy. But I know every time I do this show, I'm sowing into somebody's life, and I can't help but reap a harvest. I can't cut that off if I wanted to. What I can do with that harvest is turn around and give it away. But what's going to happen if I do that? I'm just going to keep setting up more and more harvests for myself. So the people who say that wealthy people are jerks or rich people are snobs because they like to make a big fuss of giving things away and what they're doing for charity and all that stuff, whether I brag about what I give away or not, because I'm sowing, I'm going to reap, period. And I can't stop that from happening. Poor people, on the other hand, don't have anything to give away. Therefore, they don't reap any harvest to continue that cycle. So all they do is complain about what rich people do. Right? So we just got to understand. And I apologize if I'm a little too hyped for y'all this morning. I slept in yesterday. It was President's Day. I didn't want to get up and wake my family up because they got a chance to sleep in. Kids had no school. Wife didn't have work. So I didn't want to get up in here screaming and hollering at y'all yesterday. So we slept in, but I got to make up for missing yesterday. Right? So I apologize if I'm a little too amped. All right, so let's get into it. So basically what I did, these are my clip notes. These are my clip notes. So I just went through the book, and this is probably going to be at least a 2-part series, maybe 3. The book isn't that long, but man, he dropped some jewels that we just have to sit with and really go over, man. And you guys know what that means when I say I decided to sleep in, right? That just means my wife said, don't get up with all that noise this morning. So I really didn't decide to sleep in. My wife was like, nobody's got to be up early, including you. It's President's Day. Don't get up making all that noise this morning. So if you missed me yesterday, then blame the little lady. By the way, if you have not already gone to like the Hustle and Love page, man, if you have not gone to like the Hustle and Love page, man, go like the Hustle and Love page. My wife is hilarious, man. And we're having a really good time putting the show together for you guys. So go like Hustle and Love on all social media platforms. You can go to the YouTube channel, Hustle and Love, Facebook, Hustle and Love, Instagram, Hustle and Love, Twitter, Hustle and Love. Every Friday, we're coming to you from noon to 2 on KOVLradio.com. Great show. If you want to get into the minds of the making of a power couple, then that's how you do it. So let me just go over the chapters of this book real quick, and then we'll see how far we can get today. The chapters: chapter 1, getting rich is not a fantasy. Chapter 1. Chapter 2, where you get your advice. Chapter 3, millionaire decision. Chapter 4, millionaire math. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. Chapter 5, increase income. Chapter 6, who's got my money? Chapter 7, stay broke. Now, I can't wait to get to that with you guys, but stay broke. Wait a minute. He's talking about how to get super rich, and he's talking about one of the ways to get super rich is to stay broke. Yep, you got to hear him out on that. Number 8, save to invest. Don't save to save, right? That's another good one. Multiple flows of income, right? Flows of income. Some of you guys are trying to do too much before you've mastered one thing, and you got multiple puddles going on. And guess what? Where there's no flow, your little puddle will eventually evaporate. We're talking about multiple streams, multiple flows of income, but it starts with getting one income to flow without ceasing, right? Do you have the streams that you have, are they flowing? Meaning when you take your hands off, do the streams keep coming in? If not, that's not a stream, that's a puddle. Eventually that's going to evaporate. Number 9, that was number 9, multiple flows. Number 10, repeat, reinforce, and hyper focus. Repeat, reinforce, and hyper focus. So what I took out of chapter 1, getting rich is not a fantasy. Says the reason most people never get rich is that they never even consider it a possibility. You guys know why I tell you every morning I'm a future billionaire? Because I have to get that embedded in my subconscious mind that I'm a future billionaire. And as I continue to tell myself that every morning, then the universe begins to bend to that will. See, I tell you, everybody put in the comments, man, because I got to drill this into your head. All the universe knows how to do is say yes. That's kind of long to put in the comments. The universe will say yes. All the universe knows how to do is say yes. But what are you telling it to say yes to? The name of the book is the Millionaire Booklet, How to Get Super Rich. You can't buy it, but if you follow Grant Cardon, if you like his page, I guarantee you in the next hour or so, you're going to see an ad pop up on your timeline where he's giving this away. And all you have to do is opt in, pay the $7 shipping, and he will ship it to you. The book is free, but you have to pay the shipping, right? So the Millionaire Booklet, How to Get Super Rich. Everybody put in the chat, the universe will say yes. That's all it knows how to do, y'all. It's what are you giving it to say yes to? I'm a future billionaire. And the universe is saying yes. How do I know it's saying yes? Because it's starting to shift things in my favor to help me get there. It's starting to put people in my life to help me get there. It's starting to open my eyes to opportunities that have been in front of me all my life, but I've never seen them, right? So this is the name of the game. So all the universe knows how to do is say yes. But you got to make sure that you're giving it the right thing to say yes to. Some of you guys are saying, man, I'll never get rich. And the universe is saying yes. You understand? Some of you guys are saying, man, it's too hard to get rich. And the universe is saying, yep, it certainly is. So it's putting things in front of you to validate what you said. It's hard to get rich. And then you start seeing things where people got rich, but they did it in a very difficult way. And you're saying, I told you, see, I can't do that. And then the universe says yes. And you keep reinforcing that. You keep, and everything that happens in your life is a reinforcement, not a reinforcement so much of a validation of what you have said. Man, I'm so dumb. Universe says yes. And then it highlights a dumb move that you made to reinforce that belief that you have that you're so dumb. And when you see that reinforcement or that validation, you say, see, I told you I'm dumb. I just make the dumbest decisions over and over and over again. And the universe says, got it. Cortez makes dumb decisions over and over and over again. Yes, 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 yes. And then every time you make that decision that's dumb, the universe will highlight that, and you see that, and you can continue to reinforce that and validates that for you. That's what I say every day. I'm a future billionaire, doggone it. I don't care who likes it. I don't care who don't believe it. I'm doubling the size of my team to 500 by Game Changer July 13th. I put 4 people on my team every single day. This year will be my 6-figure year in my home-based business. Universe says Cortez is putting 4 people on his team every day. Check. He's going to double the size of his team to 500 by 500. Check. He's going to make 6 figures this year. Check. And now, right now, as I'm speaking, the universe is starting to shift and move things to validate what I just said. What I have to do from here is keep saying the right thing to support and nurture the seeds that I've sown. I'm too hyped for y'all this morning. Let me calm down a little bit. The reason most people never get rich is that they never even consider the possibility. They are convinced by those close to them to simply be satisfied with whatever their financial situation is. Rashawn, what's going on, my friend? They are convinced to be satisfied with whatever their financial situation is. I can't be satisfied with this situation that I'm in because I can't rebuild the Black community with my current state of finances. I've got to become super rich because I can't count on you to rebuild the Black community. I can't count on LeBron and Steph Curry. I can't count on Denzel or Oprah. I've got to be super rich so I can be responsible for fixing the Black community. I'm going to be the change that I want to see. I'm going to be the change that I want to see. So it starts with me seeming like I'm ignoring the problems in the Black community while I focus on getting super rich so I can come back to the Black community with the resources needed to fix the community my damn self. Yeah, I said it. I don't ignore the problems in the community. I don't have the resources to fix them. So I'm going to focus on acquiring the resources to fix them when I do kick in the door. Just know what's going down because my money going to be way right. And I'm not going to have to ask anybody for anything. No banks, no government grants, nothing. I'm putting a school right here. Says who? Says me, that's who. I'm putting a community center right here. Says me. Says who? Says me, that's who. I'm putting a strip mall right here. And all of the shops in this strip mall are going to be Black-owned shops. Says who? Says me. That's who. You guys understand the power of becoming super rich? Very few people know how to get money, even fewer know how to keep it, and almost no one knows how to multiply it. Just look around and you will see signs of this everywhere. Everywhere. Few people know how to get it, even fewer know how to keep it, and even fewer than that know how to multiply it. Right? That was just my first cliff note from the book, right? That's why I said I got to do a whole series on this, right? I just got to do, because that was just the first bullet point, right? That was just the first bullet point. It's all mindset, y'all. It's all belief. It starts here, man. Getting rich starts here. You got to tell yourself that it's a done deal. And then the universe will move things. And the universe, it will literally move heaven and earth for you if you ask it to. If you say it with emotion. See, you can't just say, I'm going to get rich. You can't just say, I'm a billionaire, because that doesn't do anything for the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind only reacts and only gets reprogrammed through emotion-filled commands. Right? We all know that we should be doing daily affirmations, and some of us are, but we're doing those affirmations with zero emotion. In order to move and reprogram the subconscious mind, your affirmations and the words that you're speaking to yourself, the life that you're speaking into your life, into your circumstances, into your future, they have to be filled with emotions. You almost got to be mad. You got to be fired up. Damn it, my team is doubling. I'm putting 500 people in my organization by July 13th. My subconscious mind has no choice but to take that directive and literally begin to move heaven and earth to help me make that happen. Right? Visualize wealth and put yourself in the picture. That's it. That's it. Says your mind is where you really live. So a man, woman thinketh, so they are. And as a man or woman continues to think, Ray J, so they remain. Right? So let me give you my quote of the day, man. And then I'm gonna try to get through at least five of these points today, man. But this is good stuff, right? You guys agree this is good stuff? You guys are gonna go track Grant Cardon down and grab the Millionaire Booklet. When you track them down, do me a favor. When you go and request your Millionaire Booklet, I want you to tag me in the post and say the financial health mentor told me I need this book. See, this is how you help me get on people's radar like that, because I'm gonna have Grant Cardone on this show. Right? So when you go out there and you grab the book, before you click on the link to give them your name and email address to get the book, I want you to leave a comment and say and you have to do the @ financial health mentor, so you can tag me. The financial health mentor said, I need this book. And then Grant's people are going to come back and say, wait a minute, 15 people today said the financial health mentor said they needed this book. Who the heck is a financial health mentor? Right? And you guys are going to help me get him on this show. Today's quote of the day: most Black folk are broke by choice, not circumstance. Most Black folk are broke by choice, not circumstance. Change your choices, change your results. Most people are most Black people are broke today because they're choosing not to be rich. You guys feel me on that? Most people who are not wealthy or rich today are so because they are choosing not to be wealthy. See, what we think is that if I don't choose to be wealthy, but at the same time I don't choose to change my circumstance, we think that if I don't make a choice at all, then I haven't made a choice. Well, not choosing is a choice. I'm not. I just haven't decided to be wealthy yet. Okay, that's a choice, right? That's a choice. So if you want to change your circumstances, you have to change the choices you make. And all you have to do is make one decision. One decision will change all the choices that follow, because a decision is the opposite of the word incision. Incision cuts in, decision cuts away. When I cut away all the BS, I've already made all of my choices from now and through infinity. Why? Because I've decided to be wealthy. So anything that's not going to get me to my $1 billion aspiration, my $1 billion goal, there's no choice, but I got to stay away from certain people. I have no choice because I've decided already. Most Black folk are broke by choice, not circumstance. Change your choices, change your results. You got to choose to change your circumstance. But most people aren't. They have accepted that it ain't in the cards for me, right? This is why we're not allowed to talk about generational poverty and generational curses in my house, because there's no such thing. Because for you to admit that there is a such thing as a generational curse or a generational poverty is almost your acceptance of the same. If you believe in generational curses, that means you believe that there's nothing you can do to change your lot in life. No such thing as a generational curse. There's generational information being passed down from one generation to the next that leads to poverty. Change the information that's being passed down, and you change your lot in life. Or if you want to go there, you then break the curse. How do you break a curse? Right? First, how do you curse something? You curse something with words. Put a spell on it. Well, how do you then turn around and break the spell? With words. You say some other words that trump the words that were spoken over you initially. And now the curse is, man. All right. I think I'm going too deep for y'all. Today's Quarter today is brought to you by my man, Evan Jefferson, author of The Black Billionaires Club. Man, this is, if you want to learn how to become a billionaire, you have to learn what billionaires do and what billionaires went through, right? It's not about what they're doing now. You have to learn what they did before they got their billions, right? Like this guy, Robert Smith, a junior in high school, went and got an internship that was only reserved for juniors in college. How did he do it? He called the place every day for 3 months or so. And they kept telling him, man, this is for juniors in college. You're talking about you a high school student? Like, yeah, I want the gig. I want to do it. I want to be part of this. I want to learn. I want to grow. Eventually, his persistence led him to that internship. Now he's one of the biggest, wealthiest guys in the tech sector of all time, from the Black man's perspective, right? Wealthiest Black people in tech of all time because of that persistence, right? So if you want to grab that book, go to theblackbillionairesclub.com. You can grab that book and also get a free download of Evan's class on how to Bitcoin, which he teaches the ins and outs of cryptocurrency. So theblackbillionairesclub.com. It says you are where you are by the choices you make. Yep. And this is true. Think about your life and what choices you made. Absolutely. That's we are all a sum total of our life choices. Said, did you say infinity? I appreciate that, my man. All right, so let's get back to the Millionaire Booklet, man. I'm sorry, I wanted to get through more of this, but shoot, we at 7:43 already. All right, so let me get to my next point. The whole thing is good, man. These are just my cliff notes. I don't want to just read the whole book to you. I want you to go get the book. And some things might jump out at you that didn't really jump out at me. He talks about in this section using debt, right? He says one of the pundits will talk about never borrowing money under any circumstance. The reality is that almost all the super rich have used debt to multiply their wealth, right? So let's go to the previous statement. He says very few people know how to get money, know how to keep money, or know how to multiply it. The super rich know how to use debt to multiply their wealth. So that brings me to another shameless plug, but it's my show. I can shamelessly plug something if I want to. Our smart money system will help you get a 750 or higher credit score in about 4 months, right? I know some people advertise that they can do it till you do it in 30 days. We have a do-it-yourself model. $100, you can fix your own credit, get it to 750. But here's my promise to you. If you bought that product and you got your credit score up to 750, I will then teach you how to leverage that credit to build wealth. You can take that credit as a personal guarantee and get you lines of credit, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. You can do that many times over, and then you can take those lines of credit and start buying real assets, right? You guys follow my man Juan Pablo. He uses credit cards to buy real estate. How did he get the credit cards? He used he uses good personal credit as a personal guarantee to create and establish business credit. Then he was able to get lines of credit through his business credit. And he might have a $50,000 credit card, and he might see a 10-unit apartment complex where they want $30,000 down. Well, he put the down payment down on the credit card, secures the property, turns around and refinances the property, pulls $30,000 out, pays the credit card off, and now he lets the tenants pay the loan back, and he creates passive cash flow like that. But guess what? He's got $50,000 loaded on the credit card to do it again. So our smart money system will allow you to get your credit score up so you can start really leveraging debt to buy assets. Stop leveraging debt to buy junk, cars, clothes, hair weaves, furniture, electronics. That's what most poor people are leveraging debt for, to buy junk. Wealthy people use debt to buy assets that will pay off the debt. Our smart money system will teach you how to do it. We'll teach you how to get the credit score. Joining the Black Wealth Movement will teach you how to leverage that credit to start making some moves like that. That makes sense? So $50 a month, you can join the movement, man. We get you started. And this is the stuff that we teach. We ain't playing no games, man. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, 100% finance, Juan Pablo. I'm telling y'all, man, we are building Wakanda. See, some of y'all just want to live in Wakanda, and that's cool. This is the no judgment zone. There's no shade zone here. Some of y'all just want to live in Wakanda. I'm looking for people who want to help build Wakanda. If that's you, you need to be part of the Black Wealth Movement. Don't tell me you don't have $50 a month, right? Because if you're telling me you don't have $50 a month and you are grown $$, man or woman, and you don't have $50 a month, that's a problem. And we want to help you fix that problem, right? So we're building Wakanda, right? Some of y'all just want to live there. That's cool. Like I said, this is a no judgment zone. We'll let you know when it's ready. We'll let you know when you can move in. And we ain't got no problem with that. We'll let you know when it's ready. But somebody's got to build it, right? So I need about 500 more builders. And if that's you, text me 314-874-6887. 314-874-6887. And we'll get together. Since my business isn't finance, will I still be an asset to the movement? Absolutely. And not only will you be an asset to the movement will be an asset to whatever business you're building. Because next month we're rolling out the Black Wealth Movement Directory so that we can help all of our partners grow in whatever business that they're doing. But even though your business isn't finance, Roland, you know a lot of people who are looking for a wealth building solution. And you can offer that solution to them and create another stream of income for you. Chances are you know some sharp brothers and sisters that can also add value to the movement, and the movement can then add value to those people as well. Right? Also, I live in a 75% non-Black community. That's okay. We build with whoever wants to build with us. Just because the name of our organization is the Black Wealth Movement, that is our target. But we build with whoever wants to build with us. Our strategy works for anybody who will work it. So I can teach you how to build your own movement using these principles, right? Says, I just made a call to Grant's office and have a connection for you. Absolutely. And that's what our movement does. We help each other in that way. So just by me putting it out there, Ray has already called Grant Cardone's office. She's part of our movement and said, hey, let me see if I can work my magic to make a connection and get Grant on Cortez's show, right? So yeah, he's doing his conference this week. But yeah, that's what we do. So let me get back to where we are. So we teach you how to use that so you can fix your credit with us and really transform your life, right? Let's see. This one is a good one, and I'm probably gonna piss a few people off, but sometimes certain things just have to be said. He says, while I do believe in prayer, I don't expect God to take care of my finances, and I certainly don't want to leave it up to anything or to everything going right for me. Wait a minute, what? I too believe in prayer, but I'm not waiting for God to cut me a check. I told y'all, God is in the business of the impossible. Building wealth is something that is very possible for me. That's something that I can do myself. I don't have to call on God for things that I can do, things that are possible for me to do. I call on God for the impossible. So while I believe in the power of prayer, I'm not waiting on God to cut me a check. I'm not waiting on God to fix my finances. God has already put everything in me that I need to build wealth. He already said in his word that it is he who gives me the power to gain wealth. Why? So I can establish his covenant. What is his covenant? To treat my brother and my neighbor as I treat myself. To love my wife as I love my own flesh. To not provoke my children. He's already given me everything I need. I just need to go use the tools that he blessed me with. He's in the business of the impossible. Stop calling on God talking about give me a job. No, you got 2 hands, 2 feet, mouth, ear, a solid mind. Stop calling on God to give you a job. Go get you a job. And if you can't find one, he's also giving you the tools and the sense to be able to create one. Stop it. God is in the business of the impossible. Stop calling him for the possible. Now, you thank him for everything, but you don't call on him for everything. I'm just saying, that's just me. I don't know about y'all. I don't know about y'all. There's things that you can do under your own strength because he's already blessed you with the ability to do those things. Some of you guys are saying, I'm waiting on God to bless me. I'm saying he's already blessed you. He's already blessed you. You woke up in your right mind. You're already blessed. Do something. And that really hits home for me because one day I woke up outside of my right mind. Some of you guys have never experienced that before. But every day that I wake up in my right mind, I'm already blessed. I don't have to ask him for anything for that day. I woke up in my right mind. That is the blessing. I just got to go to work. We started the show off talking about every day. A lion and a gazelle gets up, right? Lion gets up running. The gazelle gets up running. Lion says, I don't got to be faster than the fastest gazelle. I just got to be faster than the slowest gazelle. The gazelle said, I don't got to be faster than the fastest lion. I just got to be faster than the slowest gazelle. But one thing they both know is every day they better get up running. You better know that every day you better get your $A double dollar signs up running every day. All right, here's another one. Now, he went through this story about going on his way to the store, and he had a quarter he was fumbling in his hand, right? And he's going to the store, this quarter he's fumbling in his hand, and he dropped the quarter down a manhole. And he went to get the quarter. His arms weren't long enough to reach. He wasn't strong enough to lift the manhole up. So he went home crying to his dad. And his father said, you shouldn't have been playing with your money. Right? His father said, you shouldn't play with money. Now, that's a profound lesson. You shouldn't play with money. But here's what his grandfather said. His grandfather said this, son, the problem isn't simply that you lost the quarter. The problem is that it was your only quarter. Now, some of y'all ain't gonna get that. Some of y'all ain't gonna get that because you've been taught this lack mentality and you're holding on to it. His father said you shouldn't play with money. And I agree without a shadow of a doubt, you shouldn't play with money. Just like you shouldn't play with any other resource. You use it and you leverage it and you multiply it. You shouldn't play with money. His grandfather said, son, the problem ain't that you lost the quarter. The problem is that that was your only quarter to begin with. Since that loss, I have been fascinated with the idea of amassing enough money so no single event or loss would ever cause me to be without. No single event would ever cause me to be without. And that's why in the Black Wealth Movement, we preach cash flow first. Get your cash flow right. Stop losing your money to taxes. Stop losing your money to debt. Stop losing your money to big business, buying stuff you don't absolutely need. Get your cash flow right. So you then have the money freed up to start investing and growing and multiplying your money. A lot of y'all want to start investing and you're like, Cortez, I want to put this $200 a month somewhere. But you got credit card debt at 25%. Want to get 25% on your investment? Pay your credit cards off. You're getting a 25% return right there and paying your credit cards off. And then not only do you have the extra $200, you have the money that was going to the credit cards every month too. You got to understand cash flow, right? We're all working jobs. We all got business. We all got income, right? But income ain't the only thing. It's the cash flow. Yeah, the only quarter. That was your only quarter. That's the lesson. Why is it that you only have one quarter, Grant? when you could be out here raking leaves and shoveling snow and washing cars or something that shouldn't have been your only quarter. Some of you guys, if you lost your job today, it'll break your heart. That shouldn't be your only income, Grant, right? We ain't playing. That says, I like what you're building, bro. Let's do a collab. AJ, awesome, man. Absolutely, man. Anytime, man. I want to build with anybody who want to build with me, man. I'm telling you, we are building Wakanda. We've been building Wakanda for 3 years. And like I said, some of y'all just want to live there. I got no problem with that. Got no problem with that. We'll let you know when it's ready. And we'll let you know how much it's going to cost you to live there too. Right? Because you know that the ones who are building Wakanda ain't paying to live there. But if you just want to live there, that's cool. We'll let you know when it's ready, and we'll let you know what it costs to take up residence. So I'm going to leave it right there. We'll get into chapter 2 tomorrow. I'm going to leave it right there. But that's the lesson, y'all. That's the lesson. Don't lose a job and then be heartbroken about losing a job, because that shouldn't have been your only quarter in the first place. That's the lesson. Right? If you have a job, I want you to understand that if you have a job and that's your only source of income, you're losing almost a third of that income before you even see your check to taxes. And then after you've already lost a third of that income to taxes, you're going to lose another 7 or 8% of that income to other taxes beyond income tax, sales tax, real estate tax, personal property tax. So working people are trying to live a gross lifestyle off a net income, and that math just don't add up. You're trying to live a gross income. I make $50,000 a year, but after you pay all of your taxes, you only bring home about 30. And anybody knows, it don't take a rocket science to know that if I'm trying to live a $50,000 lifestyle with $30,000, that math don't add up. That's why I borrow $20,000 a year to get me back there. We want to show you how to close the gap between your take home and your gross first. So if instead of you paying $15,000 to $20,000 in taxes, we want to reduce that where you pay $5,000 in taxes. That brings you closer to your gross at $45,000. But we not only want you to close that gap, we want you to also then start living a $30,000 lifestyle on a $45,000 take home. See, that's the part that we're missing. We not only will help you close the gap between your net and your gross, but then we want to show you how to take your take home pay, whatever that number is for you. We want to show you how to live $10,000 to $15,000 below that. Why? Because that $10,000 to $15,000 become your cash flow that you're going to multiply. And if I had time to bring out my financial calculator, I can show you what $10,000 per year invested at a decent rate of return could do for you towards building generational wealth. You will guarantee that your grandchildren will inherit 7 or 8 figures. You will guarantee that your great-grandchildren will inherit 9 figures. We're building Wakanda. Other people are fantasizing and talking about it. We're building it. That's it for today's show, man. I appreciate you all for hanging out with your man. Really quickly, just my announcements. Don't forget to go like the Hustle in Love page. The Hustle in Love page, man. That's the new show with my wife. Airs every Friday on KOVLradio.com at 12 noon Central to 2 Central. It's you guys get to take a look at how we put this whole thing together, man. How have we raised 5 sons? We're about to send our 4th son to college, right? And then we got 1 more graduate. Then we sent 2 other kids to through high school, and 1 is about to graduate college. So 7 boys came through our house. How do we do that on a middle-class lifestyle, right? How do we add our hustle in? How do we keep our relationship tight? How do we keep our relationship with our children tight? How do we impart these entrepreneurial spirits into, man, it's just a cool show to follow. Hustle and Love is the fan page, as well as all things on social media. It's Hustle and Love, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. KOVLradio.com is where we stream the show live, and you can check us out there. Also, the Generational Wealth Building Conference. Go to wealth.joincorteznow.com to get your tickets. Your weekend pass, $99 for the whole weekend. There's about 6 events going on, and $99 covers all 6 events. Entertainment, food will be provided at some of those events, but all of the details are right there on that site, wealth.joincorteznow.com. April 6th through the 8th, you can learn all about that particular event and how we're helping to reshape our communities. And then if you're interested in the Black Wealth Movement, just text me 314-874-6887. Again, 314-874-6887. Text Black Wealth Movement to that number, and I'll get you some additional information. Tomorrow, part 2 on our review of the Millionaire Booklet, How to Get Super Rich. Till I talk to you guys tomorrow, get your money up, because you absolutely can do it, but more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every one of you. Peace out, y'all.